Jamie and Kelly.
And welcome back to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. If you're wondering how to get onto the program, please visit tbsinterview.com for more information and a lot of FAQs over there regarding the program. Today's talk is centering around real estate. We got Larry Harbolt in studio along with Christopher Nowicki, a real estate agent with Keller Williams, as well as an investor and a student of Larry Harbolt's teaching. Now, Chris, as we were going into that break there, Larry was mentioning, and so was I, it's not always about price. Terms also come into play inside a contract. Elaborate on this for us.
Yeah, in any transaction, there's two variables. There's price and there's terms. And that's one of the important things about being a realtor with the investor mindset is knowing that there's more to a transaction than, price, or you're haggling over terms, which for most realtors might be something like closing date or whether or not the furniture stays. There's a lot more to it that we learn from mentors like Larry Harbolt. There's payments, there's monthly payments, there's lease options, there's a bunch of different things that can go into it. And having the investor mindset opens you up a lot more to making a deal happen when other transactions might hit a gridlock, because all you're thinking of is, okay, is the price going to go up or down, or is the furniture staying, or what's the closing date?
How did you connect with Larry?
I actually met him through one of the Tampa RIA, I think. He was speaking there, and I had heard about him from some other people. And
people that aren't familiar with Tampa RIA?
I was just going to ask.
Yeah, I was going to say, tell that to the community.
Tampa RIA is a local real estate meeting monthly here in the area.
Separate than Larry's.
It's separate than Larry's. There's a lot of different meetings here.
Yeah, and there's a website for it. It's REIA is that acronym, Real Estate Investment Association or something. I'm not sure what that stands for specifically, but it is a good source for real estate investors, the Tampa REIA meetings and stuff. So jot that down if you're a
Dustin
listener.
Griffin runs that meeting.
Okay.
So I'd heard about him from some other people and met up with him there, and he invited me to his Monday night meeting, and I've been going pretty much weekly ever since. And it's been a great meeting, and it's great for me who's getting into the real estate agent side of the business, because that room is filled with buyers and sellers
right,
and properties.
Now, what do you enjoy more, the real estate sales side of the business or the investor side of the business?
They're kind of one and the same when you're working with trying to buy and sell houses. I love real estate. I love
But would you rather be working for commissions or would you rather be working for profits? I know Larry has a good. Larry, go and I know you have a line for this. Why work for tips when you could be working? What is that line, Larry?
Well, yeah, I don't believe most real estate agents are great salespeople. They don't probably understand the investment side of the business, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that is because if they knew anything about being an investor, they wouldn't work for tips. They'd work for profit checks.
Right. And I've heard Larry say that a number of times and everything. So when did you enter? Now, you came out of Michigan. What was the inspiration? Why did you come down to Florida? Tell us a little bit how. Was it just you didn't like the cold up there?
More or less. My family and I always vacation down here in Florida, and my wife has family down here.
Did you spend time in a cyanide building also?
No.
Were you in real estate up there?
No.
So
I moved originally to Illinois straight out of college, and then that was even worse than Michigan. So we had to leave there after a couple of years and decided to make our way down to Florida.
Very cool. All right, let's, Elia, go ahead and jump in that seat over there. Actually, Chris, if you would switch seats with Elia so we can get him on camera. We got another one of Larry Harbolt's students here in studio with us. He's also a returning guest to the program. So I want to welcome Elia Lutti into the morning discussion.
And a member of the Tampa Bay Business Owners.
And a member of the Tampa Bay Business Owners and owner of Real Estate Helpful Solutions. And I've seen him put together a handful of deals, maybe more, but I know he's talked about a few of them on the program. So, Elia, welcome into the morning discussion.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me and my wife again on the.
Absolutely, and Eva Kovacs is off camera right now. She is in the business with you as well. So, first off, I want to ask, you came over from Italy, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And did you meet Larry immediately, and then get into the world of real estate investing?
We opened up our company at the end of 2011, and we made our first acquisition in 2012. We were going back and forth because of the visa requirements that we needed, so we wasted a lot of time acquiring the right paperwork. And we did not meet Larry as soon as we got here. we got involved with several other investors meetings that we found out the area is plenty of. And in the beginning, we didn't have any better approach than buy low and sell high. But luckily enough, we got involved with these investors meetings, and we found people such as Larry. Among others, Jack Linnen is one of our best friend and mentor. And these guys just opened our mind to a completely different world. Again, in the beginning, we just had the strict approach of buy low, sell high, and
that's all investors come into real estate. They're just going to lowball something and hope the
and
home
it's a
comes
very
fixed.
limited vision, not only for themselves, but for the sellers as well. So once that we understood, as Chris was saying earlier, that it's not only about the price, but it's about the terms, we got much more flexible in the way we are approaching real estate for ourselves, for our own priorities, and benefiting also the sellers. Because the way we approach real estate right now is not only on the profit of a sale. I mean, we would buy property for cash. We do buy property on cash, and we resell them. We wholesale the deal. But what our main focus is on cash flow. So we buy property to hold on to them and rent them out.
Who can you help? Say somebody's in a distressed situation. There's also situations where the seller then can become the bank or retain ownership, and then you make the payments. I know there's a lot of different techniques out there, but maybe they have like an IRS lien against the home. Those are the types of people, because a lot of people out there are like, well, why would they not put the home on the market? Why would they not want to use the MLS and expose their home to a broad base of buyers? But some sellers are in distressed situations, and that's where people such as yourselves and come in and help out.
The way we see it is that knowledge and experience makes all the difference. And even though we're young and we started about 5 years ago, we're gaining the knowledge and we have the experience, because we can rely on people such as Larry that we can call friends. I mean, they are one call away from us. So if we need their help or their wisdom to put together a deal, they can help us out, and they do help us out. So we can help people in any kind of situation. We bought houses for cash because they had credit cards debt. We bought houses on terms because they own more than what the house was worth, and we took it over through a lease option. In those kind of scenario, people can only sell their property and lose money. So normally when you sell a house, you want to end up with some money in your pocket. Well, if you sell it when your mortgage is higher than the value of your property, you end up bringing cash at the table, of the closing table. So in those kind of scenario, we were able to let the seller live with some money in their pocket, just because we were able to benefit from the situation by handling with more knowledge and experience that they would have.
Where are some good areas in Tampa right now for investors? If somebody asks me that question, I'm going to say, well, Seminole Heights area, Tampa Heights area is a really good area for renovation projects. What are you seeing out there in your market?
Personally, for the priorities we have, for what our focus is, we mainly work on Pinellas County, Pasco, and we did stretch out to Hillsborough, but right now we're funding a lot of our deals in Pasco.
Okay, so off-market
Always
deals.
off-market.
Yeah, I mean,
again,
but your markets are in Pinellas and Pasco right now,
yes,
where the
mainly.
opportunities are.
And flexibility allows us to focus in, everybody has different priorities again. Larry likes free and clear. We like people that might be over leveraged. Somebody, makes mistakes or life happens. We like to help these people. That's
okay,
why
so your market doesn't necessarily attract somebody who owns the home free and clear. You said over leveraged, which means they have a mortgage or they have some type of encumbrance against the property. Elaborate a little bit more on that then, because somebody's thinking, well, I'm upside down. I can't sell this home. I owe $100,000 more than it's worth, and I got an IRS lien, and nobody can help me. Would you be a resource for them?
We try,
scenarios.
right. That's why we try to voice what we do out, because we believe there is a very misconception about investors. Many people believe that investors are only out there to take advantage of people, or they're after their own profit. Of course, we're after our own profit. We need to make a living as well, but we can do that.
But you're looking to create win-win scenarios.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, we want to provide a service. Now, our main focus when we rent out a property is on seasonal rental right now. And
seasonal? Is that
seasonal rent, right? And we see that, I'm getting back to one of the questions you asked me last time we were on the show in February. You asked me what I think about that market. We entered in that market like 2 years ago. And by the time we enter in the market as of today, there are a bunch of more listings. So one thing is, well, it's getting crowded, there is too much competition. Too much competition is good for you, for the users, for the guest. More competition forces the service provider, the host, to provide a better service. So it's just benefiting everybody involved in whatever we're doing. And this is the mentality that we approach. Every obstacle is just an excuse, an occasion for us to get better and to provide better services to whoever get in touch with us, either a seller or a renter. So this is how we approach whatever we do, and we believe we are able to create win-win situation just for our mentality, our mindset, the knowledge we're gaining. And
how have you seen the market shift over the last year? I mean, values are coming up, so people are starting to get out of their distressed situations. But, what are you seeing out there in the markets?
Yeah, prices are going up. And back to one of the questions you asked, Chris, if you see people out, if it's easier to find people motivated to sell even though the property is not listed. Market is changing. Prices are going up. I don't know how long it's going to last. But the vision of the market going up in prices makes people believe that everything is going to be okay and everybody can sell for top dollars anytime they want to. So it takes some more time to find motivated sellers because people maybe don't really realize how the economy really is. And I believe there is something to say about that. But again, prices are going up. That's a fact. It's up to how you want to interpret why they're going up.
Mm-hmm.
And what that ultimately leads to.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
To kind of give us
So
some
we hope that
inclination.
everything is going to be okay, but we believe there are many people that are not realizing that they cannot sell their house for top dollars anytime they want to. And they're not motivated right now because this is what they believe they can do, even if that is not the case.
Right.
Well, we got 3 real estate investors here in studio today that can help you, whether you're free and clear or in a distressed situation. Again, Elia Luti, who is just on the microphone. If you want to try his services, you can pick up a phone and give him a call at 727-366-6916. Again, 727-366-6916, or visit realestatehelpfulsolutions.com. Also, you can pick up Chris at 813-295-9167. Again, 813-295-9167, or visit NowickiRealEstate.com. And, of course, the expert Larry Harbolt at 727-420-4810, or visit LarryHarbolt.com. Stay tuned. We got one more segment on this discussion on real estate on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews, and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews, and a 4.9-star Facebook